Hi everyone, this is Eliza and I am the Director of Counseling here, and I am going to be talking to you about something very common, and that is words. Now, our words are really important because they can be significant in impacting our relationships. They have a significant weight in our communication, obviously, and the way that we interact towards one another. And they are what we use to express how we feel, express what we want, express just our reactions to different things. However, there's two things I want you to keep in mind when you think about words that are going to help your relationships. And the first one is your intent. And that's what we normally think about. What did we intend to say? What is my intended message? What did I want to communicate with this person? And so we can spend a lot of time kind of focusing on that, and that being sort of what we think as most important. But in reality, we also have to think about not just our intended message or our intended communication, but the impact. And the impact is how that person has received what we just said, or how that person has experienced what we just said. And so one of the best ways that you can connect those two things is to be able to simply ask a question. You can ask, how did what I just say land on you? How did that affect you? Or what did you hear me say? Now, let me just say that it's really important that we watch our tone when we ask those questions, that the questions are asked with true humility and curiosity, because a little bit of tone can change that question and can turn the communication to a different direction that you probably don't want it to go. So simply asking that curious question of what did you hear me just say, and how did that affect you, is really important, because while our intent is really important to us, what we say can sometimes either bridge the relationship or it can break it, depending on the impact. So while we think our intent is important, we need to give attention to the impact. And actually, when we hear that impact, if it's what we intended, then you got to win. It's great. But if it's not what you intended, then you have some communication to adjust and to revisit and to explore. Now, when you ask about, when you're asking somebody, how did that land on you? You're wanting to know about the impact. You want to be careful that you're not there to correct their thinking. You're simply there to hear and then add more information if it's needed and helpful. So the next time you have a conversation with somebody and your words are shared, yes, your intent is important, but what might be more important is your impact.